Hey guys, this is Tom from Numbers Game Lifestyle, and today we're going to be talking about how no one escapes the numbers game when it comes to finding a woman to hook up with, or a woman to date, a girlfriend, a wife, whatever it is. You're going to have to play the numbers game. Okay? Because some guys have this misconception that, if you get good enough, you get good looking enough, you make enough money, you have high enough status that you don't have to play the numbers game anymore. You just sit back and you wait for the women to come to you, right? And that's a massive flaw in guys' thinking. That's delusional, because celebrity men get rejected by women when they approach them. Pro athletes get rejected by women that they approach. And it's not like these, it's a rare occurrence. It happens all the time. Like pro athletes will go to the club and they'll actually get one of their cronies to ask out women for them, so they don't have to experience rejection. The cronies just go out there and find the girls that are, want to hook up or want to meet the athlete. I don't care which celebrity it is. If they want to get laid and they start approaching women at random, they're going to get rejected a ton. That's just the way it is. It's a massive numbers game. And now if you want to convince me that it's not a numbers game, then I should be able to pick out, and that woman right there, you're going to approach her and you're going to sleep with her and she's going to be your girlfriend or whatever, right? Nobody in the world would ever be able to do that. I don't care which guy it is. He'd never be able to do that, which is why this is such a random numbers game. And yes, certain men play the game better than others. If you're looking for women, for example, the better looking the guy is, the more money he makes, the higher status he is, the higher the odds that the women will find him attractive. But it guarantees nothing. There's tons of women that won't find him attractive and won't be interested. This is self-evident. That's like saying Mr. Beast, the biggest YouTube channel I think on YouTube. Man, if he gets good enough, everybody that watches his videos are gonna want to subscribe and watch a ton of his videos. It's not how it works. Tons of people, including myself, will watch his video, hate it, and never watch it again. And that's a vast majority of people out there. Despite him being the most successful, the best, most subscribed channel there is, there's a ton of people that aren't interested in what he has to say and what any of his videos. And that's just the way it is. And it's the same thing with you. You're not going to be appealing to 100% of women. You're going to be appealing to a very small percentage of women. And that is true for even the top 1% of men, with super high looks, super high status, super high money. They still only appeal to, a small portion of the female population. And yes, there is some caveats to this. And just a quick intermission here, guys. If you could like, comment, or subscribe to this video, that would do me a huge favor. Thank you. You do not have to play the numbers game if you just want to take what comes to you, right? A woman approaches me and I'm like, oh yeah, she may not be the best. I could probably do better, but hey, I didn't have to risk rejection. I'll go out with her, make her my girlfriend, maybe wife her up and have kids with her. That's what the majority of normies do. They just take the path of least resistance and they go with that. So yes, they avoid playing the numbers game, but they have very few options in terms of women to choose from. So is that really a good idea to just take what comes to you? Same thing with jobs. I never want to risk rejection and, look for a job. I'll just wait for someone to offer me a job, right? Close friend or relative offers you a crappy job and you're like, whoo, great. At least I didn't have to risk rejection. I guess I'll just stick out this job for the next, 40 years. I don't want to have to deal with rejection. Is that really the best job that you could do? The one that was offered to you? Or do you think you would have found a better job if you put in a little bit of work and looked for a better job? Looked for something, better. That's the same thing with it's the difference between normies and guys that really prioritize getting good with women, dating a lot of women, you know, getting laid with a lot of women, and yeah, having lots of options with women and a lot of experience in relationships with them, as opposed to the guys that just sit back and just wait for stuff to happen to them and they hope for the best. It may not be ideal, it may not be optimal, it may not be really what they wanted, but you know, that's what they go with. And that is the majority of men. The majority of men will play a passive role in their whole dating life. And that's a little scary when you think about it, considering that you're going to probably spend a long part of your life with a woman, probably raising a family together with her. You would think it would be a high priority to know what you're doing around women, and you know, and what keeps them around, what turns them off, what turns them on, how to keep women like in a relationship with you, loving you for as long as you want her. But no, guys just want to just sit back, put no work in that area, and just let life happen to them. And that's why you see so many problems. That's why you see so many guys getting dumped, cheated on, having terrible relationships with tons of drama. And that's the norm for them. That's normal for them. And that's exactly what will happen if you decide to, you know, take the easy way out and just passively let women choose you, passively let jobs choose you. Woman is the majority of times the passive one that just sits back and waits for, you know, the guy to appear. You're basically pulling the like woman's job of just sitting back and be like, yeah, I'm gonna wait for women to ask me out and hopefully she'll be good. Yeah, well, guess what? Even celebrity men get rejected. Even celebrity men try to shoot their shot and they get rejected all the time. Pro athletes do. So get this notion out of your head that, you know, if I get good enough, I'll never have to play the numbers game. I don't play the numbers game. No, everybody's playing the numbers game. It's just that some guys are playing it better than others. Some men aren't even in the game. I guess their looks, their status, their money is so low that it doesn't matter how many times they approach women or talk to women or exposed to women. None of them are interested, in which case, yes, they're playing the numbers game with no results. Whereas if they would have improved their looks, improved their money, improved their status, then they would have some women that, you know, that are interested. And they're back in the game. You know, their percentages may not be great, but at least it's better than zero. But it's never going to be 100%. It's never going to be like, oh, that girl right over there, I'm going to get her. It's not how it works. It's the same thing with sales. You can't be like, oh yeah, I'm going to sell that guy. He's going to buy my product. Get real. Everybody has their own like needs and wants, priorities. And chances are you're not a priority for the woman, like a random woman that you're approaching. Doesn't matter how good you get. So yes, do not try to avoid the numbers game. The only people that actually avoid the numbers game are the normies that just sit back and let life happen to them. And usually it's not the best results. You know, it'll be the crappy job, a subpar woman. And that's because you took a passive role and you just let life dictate, you know, what you're worth, as opposed to like going out there and risking a little, because without risk, there is no reward. And the bigger the risk, the more rewards you get. That's how it all plays out in the stock market and everything. Anyways, guys, that's the video. Thanks for watching.